3, 7. Hello, and welcome to Geeks Assembled. And today we will be talking about a tale what's been told many, many times before, written by Rudyard Kipling. We are talking about the 2016 version of Walt Disney's The Jungle Book. So I'd like to know what these gang of people here thought of it, good or bad. So without further ado, let's have your opening thoughts on this retelling, reimagination of this movie. We'll go to Beef Dad first.
Any telling of The Jungle Book hinges around one person, and that is whoever plays Mowgli. I have seen many Mowglis in my time, because I am very, very old. So I remember black and white Mowglis and all the way through. And Neil Sethi as Mowgli in this was superb. He really, really was so good, so believable. Rudyard Kipling would have been proud of him. Ben Kingsley doing Bagheera was just wonderful. The animations were superb, and the way they merged animation with live actors was just brilliant. Ben Kingsley as Bagheera, wonderful. Idris Elba playing Shere Khan, what a complete and utter. He was just absolutely everything you would expect. Christopher Walken playing King Louis as the gigantic monkey. It was great. It was great. It was just absolutely superb. And Bill Murray playing Baloo. To be perfectly honest, when I found out that Bill Murray was playing Baloo, I thought, but he was brilliant. He was absolutely superb. Giancarlo Esposito, Arcala, brilliant. Absolutely superb characterization. Scarlett Johansson played Kaa, and so did Priyanka Chopra. I don't know why they had two people playing Kaa. Mind you, Kaa didn't last very long in this. Lupita Nyong'o playing basically Mowgli's stepmother, Raksha, she was just so good. She was just so good, so convincing. Same with MJ Anthony playing Grey Brother. I can imagine that this realization, and certainly with the characterizations of these people, of The Jungle Book, would have made the man very, very, very happy. It's a Disney film, obviously aimed at young children, but I mean, I was 8 when I first read The Jungle Book anyway. So, Rudyard Kipling, yeah, he'll always be magic. It doesn't matter who films it. The story is just absolute solid magic. And I absolutely love the bones of this. And do I give my score now?
Yeah, feel free if you want to give it now.
Yeah, 9.5 out of 10.
Brilliant. Glad you liked it. We'll go to Kevin. What did you think of this new version of the Disney classic show?
Oh, I saw the animated one when I was a kid, and I played the heck out of that videotape. And I saw it dozens of times, the animated one, the songs, and yeah, So yeah, I saw this with my mom and with my brother, and with my aunts and nephews, the whole family almost, to go to this movie, Jungle Book, the 2016 version. And I loved it. I really liked it. It's a little bit serious in tone, but it's funny. And but Bill Murray as Baloo was perfect cast, really. And who played was the tiger? Which actor was the name again?
Idris Elba.
Idris Elba, brilliant. He really was scary, and he got a blind eye, which he didn't got in the animated one.
Yeah, that I thought they sort of took from The Lion King with Scar, because he had sort of had a blind eye in that one. But,
yeah, we're going to get the Lion King too, remake.
Yeah, yes, true.
So I'm going to see that. But yeah, and Bill Kingsley as Panther. Yeah, it was just really so cool. And Mowgli, how in the heck did he play that? Because that was just brilliant acting. Just acting in a blue room and a blue screen and green screen. Yeah, they had to use puppets. And one frame for Baloo would have taken 5 hours. They said, or 1 day to render.
So a lot of work goes into these movies.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10 because I love the 2016, and the ending was very different from the original, from the animated one. So yeah, there's opportunity for a sequel.
Cool. Thanks for that, Kevin. We'll mosey on down and we'll have a word with Susan.
Yeah, well, I watched the original or the Disney one a lot as a kid, but I really only I mean, a lot being 3 times as a child. I wasn't anyway. I did have the record, the vinyl full length soundtrack, and I played that like crazy. I played that so much. The music was, captivating, and this live action one, all the music was represented, but it wasn't like the songs. It wasn't the song and dance thing. It wasn't, but it was there were musical tributes through it. But I really enjoyed the characters and the play and the players and the voices, and I do see the hard work that went into it, and so yeah, it was pretty cool. Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much all I got right now. Do you want me to rate it
now? Yeah, do you want to rate it now, Susan? Or?
All right, I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Brilliant.
And King Louis was in it. And
King Louis, yeah.
By Christopher Walken. Awesome.
Great casting there. We'll head on down to Leeds and we'll see what Mr. Farley thought of this movie.
Yeah, you say that there's 1,000,001 tellings of this story, but I don't think there's any quite like this. Jon Favreau, director I'm not familiar with, but after this is pretty much at the top of Disney's list on everything, because it's a CGI nightmare to direct, because almost everything is CGI, and he's pulled it off with something that I don't think any other telling of the Jungle Book will ever be able to capture. It's dark in places. It's really there are some scary bits, which is what was originally. I remember when the film first came out, some people were saying, you know, this is probably just going to be a light-hearted thing, but it's not, because it's got a lot of edge to it. Because this is the first time I've seen it, I noticed that as well. It's not like the animated ones. Just the cast. Idris Elba, an actor that I can never praise highly enough. He's fantastic in everything he's in. Doesn't get nearly enough main roles as he should. He always seems to be the side character. But as Shere Khan here, he is menacing, he's scary, he's aggressive, he's everything that you can genuinely make you as a viewer feel like Mowgli is in real danger. And he is throughout most of the film, because there's no way that a little child like Mowgli, no matter how tricksy he is, which becomes a main part of the film because it's all about sort of human tricks with the animal kingdom, because they obviously don't approve of the humans because of what happens basically in real life as well, with between animal and human. Mostly there's that sort of tension there. They don't like it, but at the end it favors him because it's what helps him to kill Shere Khan. The actor that plays Mowgli, most kid actors don't seem to be able to do anything. This one is not the case. This one was great. He reminded me of a young Dev Patel, who is a great actor as well. It's Mowgli's character wasn't the main focal point, I don't think. It was the animals. There seemed to be more of a focus in this one on the animals than in the previous versions, certainly. And I think that's because because it's CGI, they have to get their money's worth, you know. One hysterical bit, unintentionally, Christopher Walken singing, just awful. But at the same time, it was quite charming. The movie in general is just fantastic. Ben Kingsley, an actor that again doesn't get nearly enough big roles like Idris Elba, fantastic as Bagheera. Lupita Nyong'o, an actress that I love, and that has just recently broke through Hollywood like a storm. She was fantastic in this. Even Scarlett Johansson, someone who I think is on the decline, managed to be creepy and intimidating as Kaa, where she uses hypnosis on Mowgli and then tries to consume him, but is saved by Bill Murray's character. Can't remember his name. What's his name? It's at the tip of my tongue.
Baloo.
Yeah, Baloo, the sloth bear, fantastic character. When he's trying to get the honey from the top of the cliff, Bill Murray's humour is in full force there. A film that's made up of a fantastic cast. Great CGI. I don't think you can fully appreciate the CGI until you've seen this in either IMAX or on Blu-ray, because on Blu-ray it's like that. It's in your face. Amazing. Some of the best CGI in any movie in the past decade at least. Brilliant film. I'll give it a 9 out of 10.
Some high scores there. So my God then. Every time Disney announce that they're going to reimagine one of their classics, I just say, why? Why do you need to go there? When leave the classics alone, have some new ideas, bring some originality, and make some new stuff. But I'm always proven wrong when the end product turns out like this. It's true to the animation, so it's true to the book and stuff like that. But it's just a wonderful piece of art just to look at. As you say, the CGI and everything. And it's a big thumbs up to the young kid who played Mowgli, as it's already been mentioned, to work with just green screen and puppets or tennis balls or whatever they work with. No lav. well, we say animals. There was no live animals in it at all, really, was there? But big thumbs up to the young actor there. Brilliant performance. All in all, it's an enjoyable, was it an hour after 2 hours adventure of survival of the man cub against Shere Khan, and that's what Connor says about Idris Elba being the evil came through and all like that, and also Scarlett Johansson being quite sinister as Car the Snake. That's, if you realise, that's all down to their voice acting. It's nothing. They're not on screen. It's all down to the voice, acting through their voice. That proves how good actors can be. If that comes across on the screen just through their voices, and these animators can put the features to their voices, they can't do any wrong. So for me personally, it's a brilliant film. A lot of humour in there. As Susan said, there is about three songs from the Disney animation. What's in this? Which you couldn't have this without a few of those songs in there, because I think there'd have been uproar if they didn't put songs in. So for me personally, I'm going to give this a 9.5. It's an enjoyable film. Pleasantly surprised by this. I'm going to open the floor. I just want to know your favourite moments, favourite characters, your least favourite characters, things like that, if I open the floor up to everybody.
I don't really have any least favourite, because the cast list is so insane for a movie. As we said, Bill Murray, Ben Kingsley, Idris Elba, Lupita Nyong'o, Scarlett Johansson, even Sam Raimi, who directed the Spider-Man trilogy with Tobey Maguire's in this. I didn't know he was an actor, but it's interesting to know that he did this. As you said, the voice acting is the main part of this, and it's what makes. I think it's why they chose this cast list. You can't really make a movie as powerful as this with the voices without having someone like Idris Elba or Ben Kingsley or that form of Hollywood name in every role. Because these are all experienced actors, especially Idris Elba, who naturally has a very sinister sort of voice. When he's I think he's from, is it North London? Something. I think he's definitely from London. But he's always got this very powerful sort of voice anyway. So he just added a bit of something to it for Shere Khan, and then he's got a masterpiece of a voice. But yeah, Shere Khan's my favourite character. It's not really a terrible character. The best part, I think, is the final bit when the whole entire jungle is almost consumed in fire. It just looks really intense, and the imagery for the CGI again is just masterful.
Anybody else want any input there?
It's difficult for me, because I was born. I'm so old, you see.
Yes, you are. You are. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing with you there.
And I grew up. I mean, apart from reading the book, I grew up with the 1942 version. With Sabu playing Mowgli, and the way they had to do it then was they couldn't do animated animals. They had to use a real tiger, a real bear, a real snake. All these things were real animals, and the whole thing was just cut together. And that 1942 version was absolutely brilliant, absolutely magical for a kid. As I say, I think the first time I saw it, I was about 6. So you're talking 63 years ago, and it was just absolutely magical because they blended these real animals with people, and it was all done by cutting. It's very, very clever, very, very well done, and real magic. Real magic. In fact, so much so it was nominated for 4 Oscars. I can't remember how many it actually won, but I know it was nominated for 4, and it won lots of other awards as well. But yeah, so when it came up to the cartoon version, for me, the cartoon version went there because I'd seen it with a real Mowgli, a real bear, a real tiger, a real snake. But this new realization blends the whole lot for me because the technology that they have now can realize these things so brilliantly, and the voice acting just made it, well, it just took the book and brought it to life. Absolute piece of magic for me. Shut up, Jeffrey.
I mean, me personally, I mean, there's quite a few characters I love. I mean, I don't know the name of the creature, but the porcupine. It's not in it much, but the porcupine's there. That's my stone. That's my stone. That's my stick. That's mine. I love that bit. There's also the scene with the wildebeest running from Shere Khan.
Very technical.
That was just amazing how they did that with Mowgli in the rampage there. As I say, Idris Elba as Shere Khan. Is he any match to George Sanders, who played Shere Khan in the animation? I don't know. I mean, George Sanders' voice is brilliant.
I think he's better. He's far better, I think.
Well, both of the actors have got something about the voices. That's why they was chosen to play that character. As you say, Baloo the Bear, Bill Murray.
Was the porcupine Iggy?
I can't remember the name. Was it Iggy?
If it was Iggy, then it was Gary Shandling did that.
Actually, I think it was, because this was the last, because it's dedicated to him at the end of this film, because he died. Yeah. You could be right there. But also the scene, as it's been mentioned, Baloo sort of conning Mowgli into getting the honey for him. That's just a brilliant scene. While he's just sat there on his big hairy butt. And he's up there. There's just so many scenes in this, so many brilliant voice actors. As you said, the short scene with Car, the snake, it's brilliantly done. And I thought Scarlett Johansson's voice went really well for the snake. So, anybody else with any favourite moments, favourite characters? Kevin, Susan?
The fight with the tiger, with the that was just awesome.
Yeah. It's just from beginning to end, for me, it's just a brilliant piece of imagery to watch.
Yeah, I quite like Rocky the Rhino. That made me laugh. Rocky the Rhino made me laugh.
King Louis was awesome. Christopher Walken.
Oh yeah, Christopher Walken. Yeah.
Awful scene voice though. I don't think he was
Of course, Susan, you were brilliant.
Actually, if you want to do your homework there, Christopher Walken came from a song and dance background before he started acting.
I've never, right, okay, granted I've never heard him sing, but just there's something strangely amusing about the way he was singing it. I don't know whether he was trying to have it.
I personally think they asked him to. Yeah. I think they asked him to sing like he talks.
Yeah, it wasn't
purposely.
Like I said, they weren't like real songs. They were just kind of musical nods to everything, right? It wasn't the
Yeah.
I want
it
to be
wasn't
like
the
you.
same.
Because if he was trying to ham it up for the purpose of just following the character, because I think King Louis, he's huge, and he can be quite intimidating. He's like a King Kong sort of character, but he's a bit of a buffoon, to be honest. If he was hamming it up for the purpose of the comedy of the role, then fair enough. But if he was actually singing like that, it sounded like he was bored doing it. But you know, it's still a great scene. It's still a great movie. He's not gonna, especially Christopher Walken. I mean, what can he do wrong apart from maybe sing? He's a fantastic actor anyway. So I'm not going to criticize him just because of his bad singing. But depends. I think it really depends on why he did it like that.
Well, he's never criticised yours.
I can't sing. I can't sing.
And while Christopher Walken's polishing all his awards, he's mostly thinking about your singing voice.
But as I said right at the beginning, and I'll say it again, and I don't think I'll ever get tired of saying it. Neil Sethi as Mowgli was absolutely brilliant. The boy was just a real piece of magic to watch, and
I hope he does.
Yeah,
Go on to better things.
I hope so. I hope he gets more. But yeah, because they could remake The Thief of Baghdad with that boy.
True. Yeah.
They could remake The Thief of Baghdad with that boy, and that would be wonderful. That would be wonderful. And, you know, I'm not a big fan of remakes, but I mean, The Thief of Baghdad, the last time it was done was with Sabu.
Yeah.
And he was absolutely brilliant. But Neil Sethi, I think, would be absolutely superb.
This was mostly filmed 2 years ago, so by now his voice is mostly broken and he's got a beard and it's covered in spots.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter because Sabu's voice had broken by the time he did Elephant Boy.
Yeah.
And that boy would be absolutely perfect. I mean, you could just build a cast around that, a stellar cast around him, and it would be totally magic.
I agree with you there. Yeah, it's big thumbs up to that boy there.
Yeah.
A lot to put up with, as I said, just acting against green screen for his age.
Mm.
And it came across as wonderfully acted.
Yeah.
So, anybody want to say anything else, or shall we finish it there? All right, we'll finish it there then. So I'd like to thank you guys for joining us on our trip viewing the Jungle Book 2016. Please, everybody who's watching this, subscribe to our channel, please. You know, we put weekly videos up, so hopefully there's something there for you to enjoy. Check us out on our Twitter, our Tumblr. We've got a public Facebook group. All the links are below. And please comment below, because we like to have feedback so we know what you want us to talk about. If you don't like us talking about certain things, let us know. So from me, from all the gang here, we'll be seeing you next time. Peace out.